All right, guys, so a lot of you guys are gonna wonder, like, where the heck has Stephanie been? And today's conversation is gonna be about that. I don't always necessarily feed the beast that is YouTube, because I feel like it is a beast, and I don't quite understand the algorithms, and sometimes I feel like I'm doing a video and it's going to the void, but who knows? So where have I been? Rebranding takes a lot of work, and opening a school takes a lot of work, and I have been setting the foundations for those spaces for the last few months, which means that, like, aside from, like, a 3-minute video here and there on my social media platforms, and I've been focused on that. So I'm sitting in my brand spanking new space that is going to be the school and the clinic, and it is like a feeling I can't describe well. It is beautiful, it is awesome, it is notifications on the computer dinging while I'm doing these videos over and over again. This is now the 4th rendition of it. But it is all of the things that I could ask for. So I started my journey on electrolysis and laser hair removal as a technician in 2003 and 2004. So in 2003, when I graduated high school early, my mom said, do you want to learn how to do laser hair removal while you're going to college? And I wanted to go to school for education. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. That's going to be a great job, great side gig. And I learned how to do laser. And then she's like, do you want to learn how to do electrolysis so you can kind of fill in the gaps in your laser schedule? And I was like, yeah, no, I'm very comfortable with that. So let's do that too. And so I learned how to do both. And I just sat there and got really good at it and put a pause on my college journey for education and just focused solely on educating clients and giving good services and just growing myself in the field. By 2011, I became a CPE because I am the squeaky wheel that gets the oil, and when I get to meet others that are enthusiastic like me, I go for it. So a couple of my friends, or now friends, saw me speaking at a conference, and they were like, you need to get back into the certified part of this, because we need people like you that are enthusiastic about education. So I did that. And 3 weeks later, I was back in a plane flying out to Nashville for my CPE exam, and I have not looked back since. I did not realize in those initial moments that it would put me back on the path of education. It just would look different for me. When I was a kid, I was like, I'm gonna be a history teacher, and I love it, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I still do love history and education. And what's kind of cool is this industry is filled with some really cool history. But what it did was it brought me into this path of, like, something that my mom taught me how to be really good at, which was understanding people and hair follicles, right? And something I'm really good at, which is teaching others how to know those things. And it began to grow. So by 2014, like a week before my anniversary and my 10-year anniversary, I was honored with the Gold Probe Award, and I sat there in a busy conference area, and I looked at my mom and I said, I'm gonna open an electrology school. And I had no idea what that would look like, and I had no idea what that meant, but I knew that, like, I had something that I could give to other people and still nurture my need to teach, because I really love, like, learning and giving other people the opportunity to be enthusiastic about learning. And so I just sat there and I was like, well, I'm gonna open a school, right? No idea what that meant. And, a few like medical moments of mine kind of paused the forward motion, happened, took care of some of the stuff within my own health, and it slowed down those wheels. But then it started to pick back up, and I started doing continuing education events, and people were hiring me for either their one-on-one learning, whether it be virtual or in person, or they were hiring me for, their local conventions. They were, and here I was being able to like get like snippets of that teaching and growing, and it was so cool. And it was very infectious for me. I can't begin to tell you guys like how much that was like nurturing something within myself that I'd put a pin in. But 2020 hit, and like the entire world stopped, right? So like we all kind of like paused, and it gave me time to figure out how I put what's in here into lectures. It took time for me to figure out how to help to continue to grow other technicians. And I was given opportunities to train people within our family's practice. And I knew that it was helping grow something within my heart. I love being behind the table too, which is why I still have a clinic side of this, but I needed to do both. And so here I am doing both. And like, to say that it's not scary to make such a huge shift 20 years into your career, to uproot your family, like it is scary. But when you know that you can do it, you just have to do it. When you know that there's something within your heart that you have to do, you just, whatever that is, you just have to do it. And, you know, I had to make a really hard decision leaving Arizona to begin with, because I love being near my family, but I needed to be able to get better access to medical care for my family. And so that shift brought me out of Arizona for ourselves. And I was like, well, if I'm going to be making this shift anyway, it's time to open the school. There is no more excuses. There is no more like, well, maybe it's not the right time. And I went after it, and I'm going after it. And everything that you're seeing are adaptations and changes that I'm learning about myself and about my processes that will hopefully make me a better teacher, a better technician. And I cannot wait to continue to show you guys this. I am a firm believer that like I am a way to learn electrology, not the way to learn electrology. So I will always encourage you to find any resource that resonates within you to get the best possible education. But I will tell you that people who do not give up on their dreams for big picture items, they make some stellar technicians. And that's what I'm gonna grow. I'm gonna grow some stellar technicians that are passionate and enthusiastic and have a love for clocking into their career, and find the way that they can represent themselves to be the best version of themselves, to be the best version for their patients. That's the kind of electrologist we're building. Yes, you're gonna get great care when it comes to, we're gonna have different technology. I'm gonna have multiple machines from different vendors here, different tables for you guys to try, different sterilization techniques for you guys to try. There's going to be pre-recorded lessons, in-person lessons, weekly live classes via Zoom, and like those are going to be just great ways to learn electrolysis. You're going to have great hands-on training with patients who are enthusiastic about having an electrologist who wants to work on them. And that's what this is going to be. This is going to be that. It will continue to grow. It will continue to evolve. I have found through my own journeys in life that we only grow with evolution. To stay put means to stay stagnant, and that's not growth. And so we are going to be growing as a community while zapping some good hairs. What does Zap Master mean to me? Okay, Zap Master for me is literally having fun while using the terminology Zap versus epilate, right? Being able to embrace the humor within our industry. We are masters and apprentices in our field. We are continuously growing. I talk about peace, love, and hair removal as kind of like my hook or my slogan. you will be at peace with yourself during your hair removal process. You will learn to love yourself during your hair removal process. We will be removing hair during that process, but you will find like love and beauty within this and peace within this journey, and that's where we're at. So I'm back. I am excited. I am rambling. I am doing all those things, and I can't wait to show you guys this. And with that, I just want to take you on a small journey around the office. Here is the open classroom. It is growing, it is going. My little workspace, you're so very welcome. What started this all, okay? We've got back here your break room, some representation, sterilization, student area, and it's all going, and it's gonna be great. So I can't wait for you guys to see all this. And yes, it is perfectly imperfect the way I love things to be, but it's gonna happen. So save the dates for July for our grand opening. And just, I can't wait to hear what you guys say and think about all the things that are happening here. Sorry, that's like my upside my nose, but we're doing it. So I'm excited. And I cannot wait to show you guys Zapmaster in person because it's pretty awesome. So peace, love, and hair removal. And thank you for always supporting this journey.